5, Scooney Penn, United States of America.
Number 6, Josh Childress, USA.
Number 11, Linas Kleiza, Lietuva.
Number 18, Milos Teodosic, Serbia.
Number 21, Sofoklis Horsanitis, Ελλάδα.
So that's your starting lineup for Olympiacos from Piraeus, Greece. Looking for their second all-time Euroleague championship, their only other one at 1997. Now let's meet Partizan.
Number 4, Lawrence Roberts, United States.
Number 6, Bo McCallum, America.
Number 7, Dusan Kecman, Serbia.
Number 24, Jan Veseli, Czech Republic.
Number 33, Slavko Raneš, Montenegro.
And Partizan Belgrade, they don't do it by winning pretty, that's for sure, but a tough team that defends and rebounds. And they are going to give all that they can to Panagiotis Giannakis, who is the head coach of Olympiacos. He knows his team is in for a rough battle today, that is for sure. Giannakis leading the Reds of Olympiacos. He'd be considered the favorites in this one. An awesome offensive team for sure. It's the 14th all-time meeting between these two. Partizan with a one-game advantage. They last met this year in the Euroleague regular season. They actually split home and home during the regular season. So not much between these two teams head-to-head. We'll see if Olympiacos can deliver on the promise of a talented roster.
Yeah,
they very strong season overall.
Yeah, absolutely. They're very, very talented. They were here last year at the Final Four, lost in the semis. They've added Kleiza, who is absolutely, well, he won the scoring title this year. He's been terrific. Childress also terrific. Look for those two to do most of the scoring. Surprise start here in Scooney Penn at the point guard position. I'm going to run Teodosic as a 2-guard off the screens.
And semifinal number 2 underway. They go right inside. Shortjanidis denied by the 7'6" Slavko Vranic. And then Partizan running the floor. Lawrence Roberts opens the scoring. Mark Brown along with Hall of Famer Gail Goodrich. Glad you could be with us. Semifinal number 2. The Final Four from Paris. The Euroleague championship will be decided on Sunday. We already know Barcelona's there waiting the winner of this one. Teodosic with some room to operate. Nearly throws it away. Here is Childress stumbling along the baseline. Teodosic has it. Still 5 on the shot clock. But pocket pick McCallum taking it in, dunks it home ahead of Childress. What a start for Partizan.
Yeah, absolutely a great start. And we see the ability to get out and run the floor. Started by the good defense, and then obviously on the first play, the nice rebound and the tip out. So they will look to run when they can.
A reach-in foul, Bo McCallum on the Kleiza drive.
Here we see Vrains at 7'6", really presenting a problem in there down low. Then they get out and run on the break. The trailer Roberts get that good high percentage shot, and then we see the steal and then the slam down by McCaleb.
Just over a minute gone. Right back down short. She is blocked straight up this time by Vranis.
Well, Olympiacos obviously trying to get baby Shaq, Shortjanidis off to a good start, but Vranis at 7'6" presents a big problem in there.
Vrains turned it over there. Scooney Penn tripped up by Vranis for his first personal foul. Slavko Vranic, 7'6" in his 8th season.
Well, he really presents a problem in there for Olympiacos, and anybody else who wants to drive in the low post position. Not great out front. I'd run a lot of screen and roll, pick and rolls with him, force him to make the switch and move around. But if you allow him to just camp in there on the low post, he's very, very effective.
Linas kicks it back out. Linas Kleiza, that is. And Penn missing it, and a foul inside. If it's Vranic, that's 2. So that becomes, and always has been a problem for him, foul trouble.
Yeah, it really has. And I think he probably going to have to sit now and get substitution. But, you know, Partizan's going to come in probably with Alexis Maric.
Maric is coming in right now, who is a phenomenal player this year.
Yeah, it's surprising he didn't start. He's certainly he's all Euro this year. Will be first or second team, and he is a monster offensively in the ball game. And right away when he comes in, a 2-3 zone played by Partizan.
Tumbling to the floor was Shortsinidis along with Maric. So this goes against Maric. He's picked up a foul.
Right. I mean, boy, you got two really rugged guys down low now, and they're going to fight for position. And I mean, they take up a lot of space, both of them.
Kleza from the baseline hits the jumper to put Olympiacos on the board. More than 2 minutes in.
Well, Kleza, who averaged 17.5 points a ball game this year, really an offensive force for Olympiacos.
Here's McCallum. Go away from Maric's side. Now it's Keckman feeding Roberts down low against Kleza. Roberts rising up. Wild shot. Not even close. It'll go over to Olympiacos.
Yeah, not a good shot there. Good defense individually by Kleza. But you're going to have to get a little higher percentage shots. You'd like to get a little higher percentage shots than that one there.
Kleza, quick release on the 3. That won't go. Vadesley tumbles to the floor. This one will go against Josh Childress of Olympiacos, his first.
Look at Clay. There's that Shortsinidis. He just clears everybody out. He is foul prone.
That could have been a lot worse than it was for Vesely, who didn't get his legs caught under him. If he did, then Shortsinidis probably would have broken them with that fall. Here's Vesely. One of the top young prospects. Down low, Roberts quickly moving on Kleza. Back out, Keckman lets fly. Foul in the act of a 3 by Teodosic.
Yeah, not a good foul. You never want to foul that three-point shooter, particularly with Keckman really going away from the basket. He shoots the ball fading away a little bit. Now is an opportunity to go to the line with 3 shots.
Keckman is the only man on Partizan Belgrade who has Final Four experience. Nobody else does. But this is a team that has found ways to win.
Yeah, they really have. They lost 3 of the first 4. Keckman plays 23 minutes a ball game, averages 9 points. Really a defensive stopper type player, more than a scorer.
He hits 2 of 3. And a 4-point lead once again for Partizan. Just over 3 minutes gone. Scooney Penn gives it to Childress. Childress going on Vadesley. Flips it up with the left. Not even close. Rebound Maric. And now Keckman will bring it up and give to McCallum. McCallum averaged 13 points a game during the year. Inside Maric, a master at position. Blocked up top, but they'll call a foul on Shortsinidis.
Yeah, we saw Maric there get great inside position. He holds him off, and then a nice lob pass, and then goes up strong. Shortsinidis whacks him on the wrist. You're seeing 2 real good low post guys who are wide bodies and they can get good position. Nothing fancy, a lot of strength, a lot of physical activity taking place in the post position.
Maric looking for the second free throw. He was MVP for the month of December. They got hurt in January, missed 4 games, but for the year he was the top ranked in the player index rating. Combination of productivity.
Look at him fight in there for low post position.
Caleb poked it away momentarily. Childress down low. Double team. Trouble. Finds Kleza. Lost the ball. Taken away by Roberts. Quickly hitting ahead for Vadesley. Numbers for Partizan. And the big man Maric finishes the break with a slam. Partizan out to a dream start. in semifinal number 2.
Yeah, they really are playing good team help defense and causing a lot of problems for Olympiacos' offense.
We'll take a break. The team from Belgrade dominating early.
Some plays remain in our memories forever. Time seems to stand still. Every breath is held for what seems an eternity. A few seconds can rewrite history. A new champion will be crowned in Paris. The Euroleague Basketball Championship, live Monday on ESPN.
Yeah, it's fired up. Palais Omnisports de PARIS-BERCY. Only the opening moments of semifinal number 2. Mark Brown along with Gail Goodrich in what is a spirited contest to say the least, but a slow start for the high-powered offense of Olympiacos.
Yeah, a very slow start, and you got to credit Partizan though. They've done a couple of good things. They've gotten out and run when they had the opportunity. They need to do that to get good high percentage shots. This is not a good shooting Partizan team, so that the extent that they can get out in transition and get some uncontested shots, that's going to be very, very helpful. Olympiacos, and you see Papaloukas now in the ball game, going to run the point a little bit, trying to give them a little bit more structure on the offensive end. They're going to run a high pick and roll here, try to get some good shots, because right now Partizan is really outplaying them on the defensive end.
Here's Papaloukas, finds Teodosic in the corner. Quick release, won't go. Rebound, tipped into the hands of Roberts. So another stop for Partizan. This is exactly what they wanted. They're making it difficult on Olympiacos, and they're cashing in on their opportunities at the other end. Kekman, Maric sends him across. Now he wants Vaisley in a post-up. He'll get it. Nice step under move, won't go, tipped around. And last touch by Papaloukas, so Partizan will keep it.
Well, Papaloukas is matched up on Vaisley. Vaisley at 6'11", got a little height advantage. Of course, more experience with Papaloukas, but Vaisley is a very good young player. Great look that time by Kekman.
It rebounds out of bounds and over to Olympiacos. Halfway through the first quarter, Olympiacos has the single bucket from Kleza. That's it. Here's Papaloukas. Kleza led Euroleague in scoring this year. He's got the only bucket. Papaloukas looking for Teodosic. Now it's Shortinides down low. Drop step. Squeezed it up and in over Maric.
Boy, that was just great strength and positioning. Nice little drop step, shooting the ball over his left shoulder. Take up a lot of space. Look, he backs in, contact, throws that shoulder, and the left arm, and then creates some space and gets the basket.
Still a 6-point deficit facing Olympiacos. Handling the ball now just in Alexander Rasic. Gives out high and gets it back from Maric. Rasic on the penetration. Turns it over. Childress quickly the other way. No numbers. He doesn't care. Goes right to the basket and drops it in.
Olympiacos likes to get out and run when they can. You said at the top of the game, the show, they average 88 points a game, first in Euroleague, first in steals, first in assists, and first in two-point shooting. This is a very powerful offensive team.
They get plenty of easy offense. It's not happening tonight. Long miss. Maric kept it alive, and McCallum has it. Fresh shot clock for Partizan with the 4-point advantage. It was 8 just a few moments ago. Rasic. Vaisley on top. Open look at 3. Rebound Roberts. Fakes. Powers it up and in.
And that is what Partizan does well. They rebound the basketball. They're first in Euro this year rebounding, and Roberts just doing an outstanding job on the offensive board. Between him and Maric in there, and then Vaisley, that's a very, very powerful rebounding team.
Either team has made a 3 in 3 attempts each. Again, Shortinides deep down low, puts it in over Maric.
Yeah, he is really getting good low post position. Olympiacos smartly going right to him inside early.
McCallum, great spin move, but a bad shot as he got close. Tipped back in by Vesely.
Great follow up that time again on the offensive boards. Olympiacos has got to do some work and keep Partizan off the boards there.
Teodosic off the screen, fires, cannot hit. Vesely the rebound. McCallum is going to push the pace. Olympiacos is back. They didn't cover Rasic though. He missed the three. Battle for the rebound, cleared by Kleza. Papaloukas on the move, sees an opportunity into the lane, fakes the pass and lays it in. Classic Theo Papaloukas.
Absolutely, just a great pushing the ball. Fake pass going all the way right to the hoop.
Still a 4-point lead for Partizan. Rasic behind the Maric screen. Now it's basically cross-court McCallum. Rasic left alone. Let's fly. Can't hit the three. Roberts the offensive rebound. His second in the last minute or so. Under 2 minutes to go. Partizan with 5 offensive rebounds that have hurt Olympiacos. 8 on the shot clock. McCallum will let fly from 3 and hit.
And that's something that if you're Olympiacos, you sort of encourage him to shoot that ball. He's not a consistent outside shooter, but he was able to knock that one down.
Here's Kleza. Back in the hands of Papaloukas. Shortsinidis down deep. Good position. 3 men around him. Finds Childress. Nobody on him. Can't hit the three. Shortsinidis keeps it alive. Teodosic has it. 1:10 to go in the first quarter and a fresh shot clock for Olympiacos. Papaloukas will reset it. It's Rasic on him. Here comes Baby Shaq for the screen. Papaloukas again on the drive. Again gets to the rim.
Papaloukas is so smart, driving to the basket. At 6'6", he's got a lot of experience. Maybe the best all-time point guard in Euroleague basketball.
Maric inside out for Rasic. That three won't go. So cold shooting from the perimeter for Partizan is keeping them from stretching this lead. Childress takes it in. Back out for Shortsinidis. He's looking for somebody. Couldn't connect with Kleza. And Olympiacos turns it over with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter.
We see here, oh, well, just fake the pass. It goes right by. You got to stop. You got to stop the ball right there. A poor defensive, but great recognition there by Papaloukas. First of all, for pushing the ball up court and then taking it all the way to the hoop.
Papaloukas, one of the great passers in the game in European basketball history, and certainly you can't blame McCallum for playing pass there, I guess. But boy, he made him look silly.
He sure did.
24 seconds to go in the first quarter. Partizan looking to add to the 5-point advantage. Rasic into the lane, tried to find Vranis, turned it over. Still a chance here now for Olympiacos to get the last word. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Teodosic waves off Papaloukas. Gets it, and then fires a three. That's why he waved him off. A three to beat the first quarter buzzer. And the last word in the quarter goes to Olympiacos on the first basket of the game for Teodosic, an all Euroleague performer this year. Off to a slow start, but got involved there in the final seconds. So Olympiacos, with a late flourish, has pulled within 2, but it's Partizan will have the lead to be the third place game. Join us here on ESPN for that 2 days from now. We know Barcelona's going to be there. One of these two teams will join them in the final. We start the second quarter. Mark Brown along with Gail Goodrich. Partizan with the lead and the basketball. And a miss inside for Milosevic, who just came in off the bench. And a chance now for Olympiacos to draw even, or perhaps even take their first lead. Second quarter now underway. Childress will let fly the three. That doesn't go. Vranis, a flat-footed rebound.
Nice block out, but again, like you said, he didn't even jump.
And a turnover. Roberts threw it away. Papaloukas in transition. No numbers, so he is going to set up. Neither team shot the ball well from three-point range in the first half. Partizan, as you would expect, at the better of the boards, but they're also getting the better of the assist category, which is surprising.
Yeah, that is a little surprising, but you know, it's not surprising that they are of course, dominating the boards. Was it 11-6? Now it's what, 12-7 in terms of rebounds. If Partizan has Achilles heel, it's in two areas. One, turnovers, and two, three-point shooting. Now, three-point shooting, they're 1 for 7. So Olympiacos is also 1 for 6. So neither team is shooting threes very well. But Partizan cannot turn the ball over. They can't afford to turn the ball over because this Olympiacos team, when they turn the ball over, that they get good high percentage shots, and they average 88 points a game. So they shoot the ball well, they get out and run well. You turn the ball over, you're gonna have a long night against this Olympiacos team.
Patrick Beverly, 17 in red on the ball, but McCallum blows right by him for Partizan.
Yeah, and no defensive help, no weak side help at all for Olympiacos. So right now, I'm watching Olympiacos, and I'm not too impressed with their defensive effort.
Childress breaking it down, tried to dunk it on the 7'6" Vranic. Doesn't get it down, but he could get Vranic back to the bench. That'll be the 3rd foul on the big Serbian.
Well, we're going to take a look. It comes off the screen. There's no help whatsoever. Now Vranic is back there, and Childress goes right at him. I mean, he just goes right at him. The 7'6", he's going to dunk it right up over him. A little bit of a foul. Vranic is going to have to sit.
Legendary Partizan coach Duško Vujocevic, hoping that call would not go against his man, but in fact it did. 31, Branislav Dikic is in to replace him.
And Dikic is only 6'9", so they lose a little bit of height there.
They certainly do.
Maric is still on the bench. Excuse me, he's in there. We're 21.
So Childress gets the free throws. Points 3 and 4 for him in the game. As you look at Jotam Halpern, a sometime starter for Olympiacos, not in the lineup today and not yet into the ball game. As Patrick Beverly gets a bit of a scolding maybe from Theo Papaloukas. Beverly, one of the young players, American. 1 year of college basketball under his belt. And here is Childress in transition with no numbers or anything. You still get a push from Childress almost every time.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's really athletic. He's got great defensive anticipation here. Cuts right into the passing lane, and then he has speed and the ability to jump. And he really pushes it and is very aggressive offensively. Loves to drive to the basket.
Got the foul on Dikic.
2-3 zone for Partizan.
Barus is number 9 in red, also into the game for the first time. Former all Euroleague big man. Beverly, a little trouble with the handle. Finds Papaloukas, catch and shoot. And an impressive rebound on a good box out from Vesely. 3-point numbers continue to be dismal for both teams. 1 for 7 for Partizan, 1 worse than that, 1 for 8 for Olympiacos. Tight game though. Keckman. Nice feed inside. Vesely found Maric, who held off nicely.
Yeah, I mean, he really did pin the defensive player that time. Great pass. There's just no way to get any help because everybody was out high, but just a super job of pinning the defensive player and able to get the offensive position.
Papaloukas gave up the dribble. Tried to force it inside for Maverick Felitis, turns it over. McCallum blowing by everybody, reversed it but wouldn't go. Here comes Beverly. Papaloukas will survey the situation. It's Barousas against Maric. Quality big man matchup right there. Barousas tried to find Maverick Felitis but threw it right past him.
Boy, he had a good one-on-one situation. Barousas is a pretty, there's the pin down right there. The knife lost pass in there by Vesely.
Maric is so unspectacular but so effective. Does all the little things, the dirty work, and it pays off. Now a turnover forced by McCallum.
Right here, Beverly does a nice job. Goes off McCaleb's foot. Another turnover for Partizan.
Teodosic back into the game along with Papaloukas, Maverick Felitis, Barousis, and Childress for the Reds of Olympiacos. They go right down low, Maverick Felitis. And a foul, a bump coming from Branislav Dikic.
Dikic, just 18, 19 years old. Good young prospect, but really no match down low.
All the way out for Teodosic. Olympiacos down by 4. Under 6.5 to go in the first half.
Partizan staying in their 2-3 zone.
Childress out on the wing. Gives to Papaloukas. Maverick Felitis, high post. Knocked away and taken by Maric. Olympiacos tried to work the high-low there, and Maric denied it.
And I'd go right back into Maric. Let him get good position.
He comes up to screen for McCallum. Roberts on the breakdown. Takes the contact, and Lawrence Roberts will get to the free throw line.
You look at Partizan, there's nothing fancy offensively. Here, just the drive, the jump stop, the little bump.
Maverick Felitis with his first foul as he will check out. Back by Coach Giannakis. One more free throw coming for Lawrence Roberts. On the season, a shade under 70% from the line. Roberts was a would-be Olympiacos Red, but never did end up playing for them.
Partizan they don't shoot free throws very well. Some 69% during the year for a team.
Here's Teodosic. Knocked away again by Maric. He's had an enormous impact on this game. Roberts misses the 3.
Not a good shot by Partizan that time. Too early. You can get that shot. Another 15 seconds. Trying to get something going to the basket in low.
Teodosic, now a reach-in foul on Partizan. Bozic was there along with Vesely. It's going to be Vesely. And it will send Teodosic to the line, where he's an 88% free throw shooter, 9th in all of Euroleague. Great numbers for Teodosic this year. 13 points, 5 assists a game. Olympiacos, the only team with 2 men on it that average 5 assists. Papaloukas and Teodosic, both averaging 5.2.
And he's what I call a combo guard. He plays point guard. That's his listed position, but he can play the off guard or shooting guard just as well.
Absolutely.
At 6'5", he's got a real advantage as a point guard because of his size, but he can move well without the basketball, and he can shoot.
Both free throws good for Teodosic, who is number 3 in the player index ratings. Knocked away, nice play defensively by Barousis. The Reds are on the move, but Partizan is back. Now it'll be Papaloukas to direct traffic. Teodosic back out for Papaloukas, number 8 in red, just into the game. Paniotis Vasilopoulos. Oh, step back 3 from the big man, 7-footer Barousis. Didn't hit one all year in 4 attempts, but he can shoot it from there.
Yeah, he can shoot it, and he is a great guy to hem off the bench. I mean, he was all Euroleague last year. The good head fake.
And welcome back to Euroleague basketball on ESPN. The Olympiacos fans are fired up. Their team's back into a tie at the moment with Partizan, despite the fact that they're getting out-rebounded, which is not necessarily an unexpected result. But I think we thought maybe that Olympiacos would have a little easier time with it offensively. They had a very tough time getting their offense on track today.
Yeah, they really have. They've turned the ball over more than usual. They have not shot well from three-point range. And they really haven't been able to get too many uncontested shots against this Partizan defense, which is sometimes inconsistent, but today seemed to be anticipating well. They've gotten the passing lanes, caused a few turnovers.
Partizan basketball, 22 apiece, 4.5 to go in the first half. Jan Vesely gives it up. Peter Bozic handling the basketball. Maric out high back for Bozic. Let's fly with 3 on the shot clock and buries a 3. That's what he can do well. Bozic's first basket of the game on his first attempt, and Partizan back up by 3. Here comes Baroussis on top. Hesitation move and a foul as Papaloukas took it to the basket. That'll be Peter Bozic, number 2 on him.
Yeah, and he's so clever. Well, here was the kick back out to Bozic for the 3. Nothing but net. But Papaloukas, he's so clever. He's so, he's so smart. A little hesitation, not overly quick, but he's got good size at 6'6", and he really knows how to play the basketball. And again, he dribbles in a little stutter step, a little stop, and then the little quick move and gets the foul.
Is the first free throw. Papaloukas, traditionally not a great free throw shooter, usually somewhere in the 60s, but crunch time, goes up.
Very, very much so.
Gets it back within 2. Little token pressure showed by Olympiacos off the inbound. This is McCallum again running the show for Partizan. Vesely with some room out front. Now Roberts in a post-up against Clays. The jump hook won't go. Rebound Baroussis.
And just not a good shot by Roberts. Really a little bit out of control that time.
Papaloukas into the lane again. Fakes the pass to create space. Count the hoop. He was hit on the head, so a free throw is coming.
Boy, again, you got to admire a guy like Papaloukas, his ability to just, create space, a good crossover dribble, and then the fake, just fakes the defender out completely and goes right to the basket. And right now, Olympiacos doing a nice job of spreading the court so that there really is not the ability to really get too much help defensively from the weak side. And Papaloukas just waltzes right to the basket.
Trying to give Olympiacos their first lead, and he does. 3-point play for Papaloukas, who came in off the bench very quickly after this slow start for Olympiacos and has had a serious impact. 8 points. Now we'll go to the bench. First lead of the game for Olympiacos. Their only EuroLeague title was in '97, but that's 5 years more recent than Partizan's from '92. McCallum, the wild shot won't go. Tracked down by Maric. Fresh clock now for Partizan. Roberts trying to get down low. Good defense from Kleza. 1 on the shot clock. McCallum misses. Kleza's not going to run out. Teodosic gets into the lane, nearly turns it over. Scooney Penn gives it back for Teodosic. Shortsinidis back in the game. Working against Maric. Tough shot. Rebound Roberts.
Now Maric did a nice job defensively that time. He bellied up to Baby Shaq. Forced Shaq probably a step out of his comfort zone there with that turnaround jump shot.
Foul out front as Penn was harassing Alexander Rasic.
Scooney Penn was a good pickup. Signed late. Not a great shooter, but a good ball handler, and he is able to apply that pressure defense.
And he's applying it there on McCallum, but whistled for a foul.
got two real quick point guards now in there with Scooney Penn and McCaleb.
So do you think the Scooney Penn in the starting lineup was a direct matchup? Say, hey, we want him in there to try and slow down McCaleb?
Yeah, I think absolutely. Because, yeah, Scooney Penn has not been starting for Olympiacos, and I think that was the reason they put him there, because to get that quickness and the speed to match McCaleb.
Right now it's Beverly trying to guard McCaleb. McCaleb goes past him and draws the foul. Both players tumbling to the court. It'll be 2 free throws for Bo McCaleb.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this Partizan team, they really go primarily with the 1 point guard in McCaleb, and he is really the guy that it looks to penetrate and get into the lane and in that paint area. So if you're able to stop him or stay in front of him, which is very hard to do, then you've done a lot to really disrupt this Partizan offense.
So McCaleb earned the 2. That foul that sent him crashing to the hardwood. Missed the first. He's a 74% free throw shooter on the Euroleague season. Played college basketball in the United States, University of New Orleans, and has found a great career overseas.
And he was just signed just before the start of the Euroleague competition this year. Had a great year, lead the team in both assists and in scoring.
Was a Turkish League All-Star last year. Shortchanidis working the offensive glass. Count it. Plus the foul. Looks like they'll get Maric with his second.
And just a nice offensive rebound and good follow-up there by Shortchanidis. And if you're going to let him get the ball in that low, if he's able to get the ball on the offensive with an offensive rebound, you're pretty much helpless, because he is so strong. I mean, look at the position he's got here. Now he goes up. Now there's nothing you can do. I mean, you're not going to knock that ball away from him. He's too strong, too physical.
He is a massive individual,
and he's quick.
He's
got quick feet.
6'9". But look at the shoulders, the legs. This guy is just incredibly powerful, and he can move.
You know, and last year, you know, he had some issues last year. He came to the Final Four, did not play, and then but this year, he's lost a little bit of weight. He's a little bit quicker, and he's just been playing very, very well.
Offensive rebound, Beverly. So a new opportunity for Olympiacos. The 2-point lead, their largest of the game. Briefly had a 1-point lead. Teodosic catch and shoot, buries a 3. Look out! The Reds are heating up in the final 2 minutes of the second quarter. Largest lead of the game now, 5 points. Here's Vaisley.
Got a height advantage now.
Going at Teodosic. Step under move. Well done to stop the run for Olympiacos.
Yeah, I like what Vaisley did that time. He took his time. He knew he had the height advantage. Just backed that Teodosic in, and then the step under for the 6'11" youngster.
Teodosic on the breakdown, into the lane. Tried to give it up, but wait, an offensive foul against Olympiacos. Is it on Teodosic?
We're going to take another look at it here. Oh, yeah, he did with the right elbow.
Just before the pass-off. So it will go to Partizan. 1:06 to go in the first half. Teodosic will sit. He's got a couple of fouls. Now to hands of McCaleb. Leslie. The 3 won't go for Rasic. Papaloukas will get Olympiacos into their offense. 42 seconds to go in the half. Kleza, haven't heard much from him lately, and he hits from the free throw line.
Yeah, and it's going to be a matter of time. Kleza does so much without the basketball, getting himself in position so that once he receives the basketball, he is able to do something with him. And we did a nice job that time of coming off the screen into the paint area, a catch and shoot quickly.
Rasic, nobody guarded him, missed the easy pull-up. Rebound, Kleza. And now 13 seconds to go. Olympiacos can take the last shot of the half. Papaloukas.
Boy,
Childress for
underneath.
3. That won't go. Long rebound. Papaloukas, no.
Boy, they missed an opportunity. They had Baby Shaq underneath there with the little guard on him.
So, the end of the second quarter. Partizan's once 8-point early lead gone, and then some. Olympiacos will lead at 33-28 going into halftime. Half on the bench. He's been a guy who's been very comfortable in that role off the bench over the last few years and incredibly productive. He is a finisher. There's no question. But we're underway. Olympiacos has it first to start the third quarter. And the miss from Kleza. So an empty trip for the Reds. Olympiacos wins high-scoring affairs, so their defense sometimes maybe it can be questioned, but they gave up 28 points in the first half today against Partizan. Daisley kicks out. McCallum all alone. Can't hit the 3. Georgianidis the rebound.
Yeah, and that's what you want if you're Olympiacos. You want outside shots by Partizan. Partizan, it does not shoot the ball well from 3-point range, so if you're going to have a shot, let him take it outside.
Georgianidis working his way to the basket, goes to the left hand to score over Maric.
Nothing fancy there, just brutal strength. And Sofo just goes right to the basket, and he is strong, cleared everybody out.
Daisley inside, nice up fake to beat Childress, and then Georgianidis.
Yeah, that was all set up by a screen on the weak side. Vesely coming to the basket underneath at 6'11". He does have a height advantage on Childress.
Back to a 5-point game. It was briefly 7, which was the largest lead for Olympiacos. Teodosic at the side of the backboard. Now Partizan on the run. 5-on-3 if they want it. McCallum into the lane. May have traveled. Instead got it off to Roberts. He can't hit the 3. Georgianidis the rebound, and the West Unseld outlet pass, but sailing long off the fingertips of Kleza.
Yeah, and Papaloukas applauding the effort and the attempt by Baby Shaq. But that last time down, Partizan, it was a missed opportunity. They had like a 5-on-3, and they didn't spread the court. Everyone ran down into the paint area. They spread the court. They get a nice, great pass by Vesely underneath.
That's the second time he's hooked up and given Maric an easy jam. Maric now with 8 points in the game. A great high-low hookup in the first half. 2 minutes gone in the third quarter. 3-point game for Olympiacos. Oh, great defense there. Vesely just waited out the fakes and took it away from Childress.
Again, they're in a 4-on-3 opportunity here, and the court is not really spread. So now Partizan is forced to set up and go against the set defense of Olympiacos.
Vesely.
Go down low to Maric. Right, give it to him. He's right there.
Maric wants it, but ball was tipped away, and great play by Teodosic. And now it's Georgianidis fouled by McCallum.
There's the good lob pass in, and the good look by Vesely down low.
There is Alex Maric. You know, he was just playing for a mid-level Spanish team, Granada, last year as a backup.
Wow.
And now he's on Partizan.
He's going to be all-Euro.
And he's an all-Euroleague player. You got to give Partizan a lot of credit for keeping an eye on this one and knowing that this was a diamond in the rough. Maric played college basketball in the United States at Nebraska. He didn't run into a guy like Sophocles Georgianidis very often, who he just fouled right there.
You know, and I just get a great kick out of watching these two guys battle down below underneath. They're both physical. Now watch Georgianidis. Great play inside. He gets great position. They just foul him, and smartly so, because Baby Shaq, of course, cannot shoot free throws. And we're going to see, you know, him go to the line now. But, boy, I tell you, he really get good position that time on Maric.
He sure did. And Maric picked up his second foul.
But look at his upper body strength.
It's just
ridiculous. Unbelievable.
Maric is a pretty rough and tumble guy, but his width is nowhere near what Georgianidis is. But one thing about Maric, he is game for the battle. There's no question.
Now, Georgianidis is called Baby Shaq, and I'm wondering if that's because he shoots free throws like Shaq.
Well, there's some of that for sure. 50% on the Euroleague season.
Well, see, he gets his ball way behind his head there and just sort of flings it up there.
Fourth rebound for March. McCallum goes down for March. Good position.
Now he's going to go one-on-one.
Instead kicks it out for Keckman. Keckman down low, Roberts. Roberts lost it on the way up after encountering Schwarzenidis. Kleza with room to operate. Brings it all the way back out. Olympiacos will settle now with the three-point lead. Teodosic for Kleza. Kleza all the way to the hole. Finish with a left.
Yeah, really a nice individual effort that time by Kleza, going all the way, using the left hand to protect the ball away from the defender.
Roberts down low, Vesely, great position, off glass, plus the foul, count it. Jan Vesely will have a chance for a three-point play.
Well, you know, Mark, you know how much I like this kid. He's 19 years old. He's 6'11", has a terrific size advantage there, but he's also wirily strong. He gets the ball down low, fake, bring the defense to him, and then goes up strong off the glass.
Raniotis Giannakis very upset. I like the way that one played out. Basically from the Czech Republic and playing with the team from Serbia. Couldn't complete the three-point play. The Olympiacos lead remains at 3.
Boy, there's a lot of activity, a lot of people there in the low post.
Schwarzenidis, great pass for the cutting Kleza.
Kleza doing a great job of moving without the basketball on the weak side. Credit Sofo for the nice little bounce pass. A great cut there by Kleza.
8 points now for Kleza. Balanced attack today for Olympiacos. Good denial there from Schwarzenidis, diving to prevent it. 4 guys with 8 points for the Reds.
Boy, look at the position here now. Nice bounce pass.
Partizan ball underneath. Dusko Vjosevic speaking with Lawrence Roberts as he comes to the bench. Dikic comes in to replace him. Keckman all alone in the corner. That's a 3.
Yeah, you cannot give anybody that kind of time in this league. They can really shoot the basketball.
He pulls Partizan back within a deuce. Scooney Penn. Kleza makes his move inside, contact. Foul will go against Dikic, and it'll put Kleza at the line.
Kleza in his first year with Olympiacos spent 4 years in Denver with the Denver Nuggets. Comes over to Europe, leads Euroleague in his first year in scoring.
Giannakis didn't like what he saw inside as Vesely was allowed to get great position and immediately went to the bench for a substitute. Raniotis Giannakis, who is the national team head coach from 04 through 08 for Greece, and that led to a gold in 05 at the European Championships and a silver at the 06 World Championships. I would say that was a successful run for Giannakis, who is also a former star player.
Well, this is his second complete season coaching Olympiacos. And Olympiacos, which has always been a team to an offensive team to be able to get out and run, have really brought some defensive culture, and they played much better defense these last 2 years, and as a result they've been to the Final Four.
Foul out front on Vasilopoulos for Olympiacos. Dikic coming out along with Maric. Roberts back in with Vranic. Vranic with the 3 personal fouls, picked him up in short order in the first half after making a pretty good impact on the first 2 trips, denying Schwarzenidis. Now in for Olympiacos. Also, Giannis Perousis, number 9 in red. He'll guard Vranic. He wants Vranic out of the way. He wants a Vesely. That's what Keckman wants. Instead, Keckman on the drive, all the way out. McCallum. 5 on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Vesely, catch and shoot.
You rushed it.
And great job blocking out on the defensive boards for Olympiacos. They've got the 4-point lead. Now 4:40 to go in the third.
They're going back to Kleza in the post position. Their bread and butter guy.
Won't go, but 2 more free throws for Kleza. And Vujocevic saying, hey, where's the foul?
Yeah, there's the foul right there. They let that one go, and then they go out. I don't see too much there.
The first one on the floor, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Not on the contest. Well, with the timeout on the floor, it'll be Kleza to shoot 2 free throws after this timeout. A close battle with Olympiacos with a 4-point advantage. They had a terrible start. They got down 10-2 early as Partizan came out with great intensity. And frankly, Olympiacos didn't match it initially. They put Theo Papaloukas in maybe a few minutes earlier than expected. And then Papaloukas helped lead Olympiacos back, and they played much better since.
You know, when you talk about Kleza, there was a point where he was really, not involved early on in the ball game. And you look at now at the stat sheet, he's got 10 points and 5 rebounds.
So as the officials talk things over, we'll remind you that ESPN is your home for the NBA playoffs tonight. The Cleveland Cavaliers and Boston Celtics renew their best-of-7 second-round series. LeBron's elbow, a bit of an issue. We'll see. Cavaliers winning game 1. Celtics winning game 2 now. The series shifting to Boston. Let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff bracket. Tied at 1 apiece in Boston, the Cavs and the Celtics, and Orlando having no trouble with anybody.
No, Orlando was playing very, very well. And, so are the Lakers. They're up 2-0. Look for them to move on after a couple more ball games. And the match San Antonio and Phoenix, and that one to me is intriguing. I'm surprised that Phoenix is up 2-0. Yes. But I look for San Antonio to come back and really make that a series.
Great champions for the Spurs, for sure. I expect them to respond. First free throw was missed by Kleza. Second one is good. And that pushes the Olympiacos lead back to 5. 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bo McCaleb running the point with Scooney Penn, trying to contain it. McCaleb into the lane and tripped by Penn.
McCaleb, obviously the crossover here and the foul right there by Penn. He's very quick and he's a tough matchup. I think sometimes he gets a little bit out of control. You want to really try to encourage him to take the outside shot, but because if he can get in there and penetrate, he becomes very effective, and not only for himself but for others as well.
Third foul on Scooney Penn. Theo Papaloukas coming in to replace him in the Olympiacos lineup. Now Teodosic switched over to McCaleb, and McCaleb blew by him, tried to dunk it on a 7-footer, and drew the foul on Barousas.
I tell you got to give him an A for courage. I'll tell you what, because he went right at Barousas, the 7-footer, and he was going to dunk it over him. McCaleb with great athletic ability. He just go and say, hey, stop this. Now that's a pretty good block.
Yeah, come on.
I don't like that call at all. I mean, Barousas has got a real beef, I think, on this one.
And the first free throw good from McCaleb, listed at 6 feet even, and that would certainly be the max number for him. Week 5 against Olympiacos had a phenomenal performance with 19 points.
He's played well. I mean, he's going to be all Euro this year. In the first or second team.
Now he's in the double digits, 10 points, leading the way for Partizan. They're still down by 3. Papaloukas in the lane. Late pass off. And the 4th foul on Vranis as Barousas took it strong.
Yeah, and Vranis, he's complaining here now. He thought that was a good block. You know, they were pressuring Papaloukas out so high. I mean, I don't know why. He's not going to blow by you. I mean, he gets where he wants to go, but he makes the pass off. I think that's a pretty good block. He might have got him with the body, but...
So it'll send Vranis back to the bench with the 4 fouls, and Barousas to the free throw line, where he's a very good free throw shooter for a big man, about 77%, and shows the touch there.
Well, he of course was all Euro last year, had a outstanding year last year. This year he had a leg injury early, broke his nose. Short symphysis started to develop, so he's really now coming off the bench. But, you know, obviously he's got a lot of talent, and he can shoot the basketball.
It's 15 straight EuroLeague competition free throws made by Borussia. Back to a 5-point game. Kekman will come out of the lineup, replaced by Peter Bozic. Bozic will bring it up. Hounded by Papaloukas. Bozic's not a great ball handler, more of a shooter. Here's McCallum. Forces it inside for Maric. Can't hit. Paisley tried to tip it back and then fouled Borussia.
Boy, it's getting very physical in there. Down in that low post paint area. We're going to take a look at Vesely. Here he is, a nice pass. The 6'11" youngster can run the floor. Here he's going to follow up with a great rebound. Offensive rebound. That good shoulder fake, and then another great pass.
8.7 rebounds, 3 assists for Vesely. Great overall floor game. And Borussia finally misses a free throw. Vesely's 3 assists have all led to easy jams for Alex Maric.
And he also has seven boards.
Yeah, very impressive. 5 offensive rebounds. Dusko Vujocevic having his conversation with the officials. Looked like they were trying to put him back in the coaching box.
Coaches don't stay in that coaching box.
No.
I mean, forget it.
More of a guideline than a rule.
Exactly.
Under 3.5 to go in the third quarter.
You know, I've never seen a technical call for a coach getting out of their supposedly coaching box or restricted area.
This is Alex Maric. He's of Serbian descent, but really grew up in Australia. So the Aussies claim him,
and University of Nebraska, right?
That's where he went 4 years at Nebraska. Very productive years for the Cornhuskers. He was a second-teamer twice in the Big 12, which is definitely saying something.
Okay, now Papaloukas has the ball. I wouldn't pressure him. Now they backed off a little bit here. I would not put pressure on him because he's just clever. Boy, Theodosic, can he shoot the basketball?
A confident stroke from him. He's hit 3 3-pointers, has 11 points in the game. The lead is back up to 7, matches the largest for Olympiacos. Here's Maric. 3 men surrounded him, so he found Bozic, who hits a 3.
Yeah, now he's one player that Partizan counts on for 3-point shots, and he that's what he comes in for. He's a shooter. He's a 3-point.
Second 3-pointer of the game. He's got Partizan back within 4. Papaloukas gives it up. Vasilopoulos to the wide-open Borussia. Airballing the 3. Kleza is there for the putback.
Yeah, and they switched early. Kleza was guarded that time by McCaleb underneath. Had a big mismatch. He just reached right over and got the rebound. He cannot switch those you got to fight through those screens so you don't have the mismatch.
Inside Maric. Fouled from behind by Borussia.
Yeah, and a really nice ball movement from side to side. Maric holding off the defender. He screens a roll. They actually switch. They move the basketball. Maric is basically all alone underneath.
You want to make Maric earn it from the line, that is for sure. He's a 63% shooter, but he gets to the line an awful lot. 123 free throw attempts in 16 EuroLeague games coming in. A relentless worker down low. And his numbers bear that out.
Yeah, just a superb offensive postman.
He's in double digits now. A 34-16 game against FS Pilsen in the regular season. Those are just unheard of in a Euroleague game.
Yeah, well, he's got the ability to dominate, and he's done that many times this year.
11 points in this one. Papaloukas, Georgianides, dunks it home.
That's just a picture two-man game.
It's a clinic.
Yep, absolutely. And Papaloukas is so in control, and the delivery is at the right time. And really poor help from the weak side, from Partizan's point of view.
Travel on Roberts.
Oh my, oh my. See, good. And then watch the roll. No help from the weak side. Comes late. Easy 2 points. Great delivery. Good timing there by Papaloukas.
And virtually ambidextrous is Papaloukas. On the drive, full speed.
Yep.
Off the dribble,
right.
whatever.
You know, and with Papaloukas now and Theodosis now, he takes the post position. I mean, the point position.
Georgianides threw it away. McCaleb screaming down the court and dunks it home.
Boy, he dunks on. He wants to dunk on everybody.
He does.
Good anticipation. McCaleb got hurt.
Yeah, he may have a cramp. The right calf he's grabbing, and they're stretching it out right now.
I hope it's not his Achilles.
Maric doing the stretch job right now. That's the last thing he needs is a knot in one of those. Relies so much on his quickness and explosiveness.
Well, he did a great job. I mean, his quickness, anticipation there, stepping into the passing lane, great anticipation. Now he moves. Look how he just runs by everybody. I'm trying to think. Look, where did he get?
Had
really
to be
hurt?
after. Yeah.
Yep.
Had to be coming back up the court. Think he doesn't want this?
Well, he's hurting.
Well, 1:20 to go in the third quarter. Let's mark this down. McCaleb leaves the game.
Down 4.
After a dunk. We'll see if they can work on it. If it is a cramp, the chance that they could get that worked out, get him back out there. 12 points. 3 steals, 3 assists.
See, with Theodosic at the point now, they got 2 guards in there, Papaloukas and Theodosic, who could both operate as a point guard.
Here's Kleza. 7 on the shot clock. Kleza, running hook won't go. Tipped around. Finally controlled by Rasic. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Partizan with the ball, down 4. Bozic getting no room at all from Papaloukas. Kekman fires with 5 on the shot clock, buries a 3. It's a 1-point game.
And that was big.
Meanwhile, still problems for McCaleb on the bench for Partizan. His team, though, picking it up. Theodosic rattles out, missed 3. They're going to get Peter Bozic with a foul.
And I think it was on Georgianides running into the screen.
Clearly looks like a cramp. You could almost see a rock-hard knot come in that right calf. 23.7 seconds left in the third quarter. What a time for this to happen to one of Partizan's most valuable players.
Yeah, Georgianides is going to the line. You watch him shoot free throws, you say, oh my.
Now we've seen some.
He brings the ball. He
brings
the ball way back over his head. I mean, he sort of flings it up there. He doesn't really shoot it.
He's got the opposite problem of the man we saw earlier today, Sasha Khan.
Yeah, sort of shot puts it up there.
He shot puts it.
Yeah.
Sophocles flings it, and neither one of them make very many as a result. 20 seconds to go, a 2-point lead for Olympiacos. Partizan trying to get the last word here in the third. Bozic.
Yep.
Maric.
Yep.
Dunks it home. We're tied.
Really nice execution. We got a tie ball game.
Good pressure here off the inbound. They're going to make Papaloukas take some time. Flings from half court. And that'll do it for the third quarter. What a game. 3 quarters in the books, 10 minutes to go. Nothing to separate these two teams. Partizan and Olympiacos will go down to the wire in the fourth quarter to decide a spot in the Euroleague title game. Mark Brown along with Hall of Famer Gail Goodrich. We are underway. Partizan with the ball to start quarter number 4.
Yeah, and they need McCallum out there. I mean, he really makes this team go from the point guard position.
Olympiacos forces the turnover. Nikola Vucic, number 7, is in for the first time today. He's a man with 2 Euroleague titles from Maccabi, but has not played at all here until the fourth quarter. He sets up Teodosic, back iron with the 3.
Yeah, he is a great passer, and surprisingly, he has not been in the ball game today. Makes a nice pass to. As soon as he gets in the ball game, Teodosic had a good wide open shot.
Drive and the dish inside. Maric. Oh, he's fired up. Muscling it in traffic. A chance for 3. He's given Partizan the lead. And look who's up. Who's ready to come in.
Yeah, I mean, here's the dish in now. But I don't know how he gets this up. He sort of loses the ball a little bit on the way up. But it gets a good roll. And 2. And Partizan is really fired up. They say this ball game can be ours. Really, Partizan, if you look at all the 4 teams that came here to Paris, they're the team that you'd say was definitely a surprise. If you thought that they would be at the beginning of the year to be here at this point, you would not have picked them. They lost 3 of the first 4 ball games and have just gotten better and better throughout the season, have figured out ways to win.
That they have. And a foul on the drive-in. No shot happening before. Kekman fouling Papaloukas. And McCallum is back out there on the floor. What did it take to get him on the floor? Well, they had to put him on his stomach and continue to try to rub out that knot in his right calf. We'll see how effective he can be. Now back on the floor under 9 minutes to go.
And Partizan changes up the defense in a little 2-3.
Little 2-3 zone, and now it's Vucic down low. Draws a crowd, finds Teodosic. Offensive rebound, Kleza. Nobody guards him. He takes it right back in there. And a foul on Roberts. Do you think they went to zone to protect McCallum and that calf?
Yeah, they might have. But, you know, they played a little zone earlier on. I think they just tried to change up the defense a little bit.
Somebody lost an assignment after the offensive rebound. Now Kleza.
Well, first of all, Partizan didn't go get the ball. And then Kleza all of a sudden found himself with no one there. And then went back up real strong and got the foul. But, you know, Kleza is a guy who just the ball finds him. He knows, you know, certain players just have a nose for the ball. He's one of them, both offensively and defensively. I mean, you look at this game, he's already got, what, 14? Is that?
Yep, now 15.
15 points. You know, and like we said, there was a part of the game where he was just sort of non-existent. All of a sudden, he's got 15 points and like 7 rebounds.
They're looking for Maric. And a foul from behind on Vucic.
Yeah, I think Vucic is in the ball game right now to buy a couple of minutes against Maric. See, look at, he's just pushing and shoving. I mean, you got 2 heavyweights in there. But Maric, you're not going to move him. I mean, you're just not going to move that guy.
He's going to move you.
Yeah.
And that's.
But, you know, I think you're trying to buy a couple of minutes of here pressure. And then he's got short Santinas and of course Baby Shaq on there. What a shot!
The drive. I guess he's back. Yep. 14 points and Partizan's back up 3.
Well, you know, he's got no fear. He's just going to drive to the hoop, and he got it back. You got to encourage Papaloukas to take that shot from the outside.
Blocked by Maric. It'll be Olympiacos ball underneath. They'll have 11 seconds on the shot clock. 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, if I'm Partizan, when they do a screen and roll with Papaloukas, you know, I want to go underneath the screen and try to encourage Papaloukas to take that outside shot because you know, he really beats you if he gets inside.
Ball rattled around. Fast break. McCallum driving. And foul by Childress. Didn't try to dunk that one. He's starting to know the limitations of that right calf.
Yeah, well, he's very effective. Here's the drive, the spin move, the little hook. Protects the ball with his body over the bigger man, Kleza. He, of course, is very effective on the break with his speed and quickness.
.75% free throw shooter in Euroleague competition, misses the first. Gets the second. So a 4-point lead for Partizan, just under 8 minutes to go in this game. The winner goes to the Euroleague championship game on Sunday. The loser to the third-place game to play CSKA. It is Barcelona that awaits the winner of this one for the Euroleague title for 2010. Kleza. Hands for Penn.
Looking down low for Shortsintitis.
They got him. Oh, and he knocks over Maric. Missed the layup. And Partizan clears it. Shortsintitis slow to get up.
Boy, he had such a great look. First of all, that's got to be an offensive foul right here. I mean, he just knocks him around. And there's the nice little bounce pass. Look at the size. I mean, that's a foul. I mean, he may have tried to sell it with a little bit of a flop, but I'll tell you what. Shortsintitis, what does he weigh, you think? 320?
At least.
Yeah.
He started there. Vlade Divac.
Oh, Vlade.
Looking on.
Yep. One of the all-time great Euro players and NBA players.
Absolutely. Then from Yugoslavia, since then, country has been broken up into its various units. But Vlade, fantastic NBA player with a great interest in this one. 58-54. Partizan with the ball in the lead. What a job they've done hanging tough in this one. Great execution down the stretch, but a turnover there.
Yeah, ill-advised pass that time by Vesely, excuse me.
Teodosic. Hesitation move in traffic. Blocked by Maric, who saves it into Kekman. Partizan is on the move. 4-on-3. Roberts, and the foul given up probably pretty smartly by Scooney Penn.
Yeah, it was a smart foul, but again, I thought they were too congested, too much into the paint area. They got to spread it out, spread the defense a little bit. Here's a great block. Good timing that time by Maric, and I think that's his third block shot. But here, you got to get that ball up. I mean, Scooney Penn makes a nice, foul, but you got to get that ball up in the air for a 2-point shot. Now they're just taking the ball out of bounds.
Absolutely. Here's McCallum. Partizan taking their time here. Vranic back in with the 4 fouls. Screens for McCallum. It hits the 20-footer.
Boy, how valuable has he been? He has really stepped up his game.
Well, he has 4 points since leaving the game with an injury and returning.
Look at Shortsintitis. He's just trying to get really good position.
Papaloukas drives, dish. Oh my goodness, Childress hit the bottom of the rim while trying to dunk it. In a tie-up situation, but Childress, who's been near invisible in the second half of this game, the focus on him for all the wrong reasons after that drive.
Yeah, I mean, he just didn't get his feet underneath him or something. He just here's the pass. It didn't elevate.
Incredible. Guy of his explosiveness getting up to the basket. It didn't happen for him, but it will remain Olympiacos ball. That's the good news for them. 4 points in the game for Childress. 1 basket, 2 free throws, the last of which came early in the second quarter. Papaloukas nearly lost it, but it will stay with Olympiacos on the sideline. There is some serious want-to on the side of Partizan right now.
Yeah, Partizan is really just out hustling Olympiacos now. They're first to the ball.
And a timeout on the floor. All the momentum with the team from Belgrade. Partizan with the lead by 6.
Yep.
It's based on the season up to the Final Four, and the votes are in. But McCaleb, boy, he's been spectacular today. 17 points, 3 assists, 4 steals as well.
I'll tell you, this Partizan team, they are a team. They've been together. No one has picked them to get this far. Right now, everything is in their grasp, that victory to get to the final game. And everybody has contributed.
Right now, Alex Maric getting a rest for Partizan. I'm sure we'll see him momentarily. It's Vranes out front right now, 33.
Yeah, and you look at the size differential. You know, Vranes at 7'6". You know, Vesely looks like a little kid at 6'11".
No kidding. That's saying something.
All right, who wants it more? That's what it's going to come down to.
An incredibly talented roster for Olympiacos, and it carried them through with great success in all phases of this EuroLeague season. 16-4 overall. Won their group in the regular season, same in the top 16. 3-1 over Asiko Procom in the quarters, now really challenged. Left hand reverse Papaloukas. Olympiacos back within 4.
Yeah, and how crucial was that? He just went to school. Little one-on move, little hesitation, the great crossover dribble. Got to the rack.
Inside Vesely, falling, finds Vranes. He has it knocked away. Asking for a foul, he's not going to get one. Here's Childress into the lane and hits. 2-point game.
Olympiacos has come out strong here the last 2 possessions. Gotten real good high percentage shots. Good stop.
Kekman. Screen from Vranes. Needs some help. Taken away by Papaloukas. Up to Kleza. Broken up. He's got it back into the lane. Teodosic. Oh, almost taken away by McCaleb, but it'll be a foul.
Boy, and just like that, Olympiacos has just caught up there. That's not a foul. Boy. His hand
there's
right
a little bit of fingers with the ball, but you can't call that, right?
No. I mean, when your hand is on the ball, that's part of the ball, so you can hit that hand.
Childress attacking again and draws the foul on Vesely. Well, since that timeout, it's been all Olympiacos.
Right. Just like that, it's been all Olympiacos the last 3 times down.
On the attack. Second foul on Vesely. And Childress gets the first free throw. He can tie it here. Midway through the 4th quarter. Second won't go. Roberts the rebound.
All right. Maric is back in there. I got to go to him if I'm Partizan. Go down low.
He's got 16 points on the game. Coming to the near block.
They're looking to do that. Looking at the block.
Papaloukas doubling him before he even has the ball.
Yeah.
8 on the shot clock. Crazy shot. Won't go for Bozic. Maric the rebound. McCaleb to the basket. Followed home by Vesely with a slam.
Partizan just going strong on the offensive boards.
Plays the catch and shoot. 3 won't go. Vesely the rebound.
Boy, Vesely is stepping up on the boards right now.
Bozic on the drive all the way across.
Oh, give it to Maric right down low there.
Here's Maric stumbling against Shortsanidis and a double dribble. Maybe in too much of a rush that time was Maric. He
goes up strong, gets it up, and there's Vesely. No one blocks him out. Right there for the putback. And it catching a bit of the rim, so no shot clock going off there. A reset was imminent as he hammered that down off the miss from McCallum. Teodosic, no. Long rebound to Papaloukas.
Klaiza, quick release. Air ball. Childress collects it. Childress the drive and drops it in. Yeah. Olympiacos back within one.
You can't give Olympiacos that many attempts, and now eventually they're going to score.
9 points for Childress. Starting to pick up his game here when they really need it. Bozic.
The two big men battling underneath.
They got to get an angle for Maric. Now he comes way out to get the ball to take the 17-footer. That's not what they want. And a foul on Klaiza. He thought it was clean as Roberts took it up.
Yeah, great offensive position by Roberts. Gets the offensive rebound, goes right back up. Klaiza makes a good attempt here. There's the shot. Look at the inside position that Roberts has. He's got the ball. Now here comes Klaiza. That's a good block. Childress using his quickness, going strong right. A little hesitation, the quick acceleration all the way to the hoop.
Great stuff from Childress. We've seen too little of it throughout much of this game, but it's here now, and isn't Olympiacos happy about it? Here's Roberts. Second free throw. 7 rebounds, 5 assists.
Missed them both, but an offensive rebound.
And it's going to stay with Partizan. Papaloukas is incensed. He said he was pushed out of bounds, but he'll take the explanation.
There's the scramble right there. It does go off of Papaloukas.
Yes.
Papaloukas, I think, was complaining he was throwing out of bounds. I think he really was just a little bit lost his balance in there. But you know, credit Partizan for the offensive rebound. Both teams right now are really battling each other for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Keckman. Off the screen from Maric. Still on the dribble. Roberts trapped on the baseline and threw it out of bounds.
Keckman is out of bounds. He's got to get back in before he can touch it. But I think he touched his foot.
And it bounced on the line.
Right.
That thing wasn't going to work no matter what.
Exactly.
Even if it didn't bounce on the line, Keckman would not have established himself back in to catch it legally. Bozic out along with Roberts out. Leslie back in. There's your turnover story. 15 for Partizan, which is pretty much on line with what they do. Usually too many. Childress hit the deck, looking for a friend. Tries to shoot it from his knees. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Partizan's got to take care of the basketball now. That ball right now is so valuable.
McCallum on the drive. And the... You get him for a walk? Thought he was fouled on the way in. Now limping.
No, they're right. I don't know. Turning the ball over.
It might have been the carry.
Yeah, I think it was.
Palming on the crossover. 2:17 to go. Olympiacos down 1. Papaloukas, Childress, Olympiacos on top.
Yeah, great backdoor cut that time by Childress. Got Vesey's peeking a little bit, moved without the basketball, and then who delivered but Papaloukas?
Klaiza nearly made the steal, now forcing the tie-up. Dekic is down and hurting at midcourt, grabbing the right knee. Boy, Childress has stepped up ever since he missed the dunk.
Yep. What a great delivery. Childress working well without the basketball. Coming from the weak side with a nice little back cut.
So they're going to mop it up. Alternate possession to Partizan. Trailing by 1 with 2 minutes exactly remaining. Dekic being attended to on the sideline. Baisley, nearly turned it over. Keckman bailed him out. Here's McCallum. Wants a 3. What a rebound from Childress. all of a sudden he's everywhere. .140 to go. Olympiacos the 1-point lead in the ball. Teodosic, Childress, 3 won't go. Maric the rebound. A berth in the Euroleague championship game at stake. 1:20 to go. Partizan can take the lead here. Kekman.
Oh my.
Tipped around. Controlled by Papaloukas.
Boy, what an ill-advised shot that time by Kekman. Papaloukas running the show.
Screen from Barousas. Cross-court Childress. Down low Barousas. Could not hit over Maric. Teodosic took it away from Maric and was fouled. A heads-up play from Teodosic. A Serbian by descent. And now working against the Serbian team.
Boy, good quick hands that time. Good awareness by Teodosic. He's going to shoot.
2 free throws for Milos Teodosic. He's an 88% free throw shooter in EuroLeague competition. Olympiacos didn't take a free throw in the first quarter. Now they've taken far more than Partizan. First is good. This for a 3-point lead. And he's got it.
47 seconds, a lot of time. You want to get a good high percentage shot. You don't necessarily need a 3.
40 seconds to go. Baseley. Kekman for 3. It was a good look, and he drills it. We're tied.
He got the 3. They got what they wanted.
The only man for Partizan who's played in a EuroLeague Final Four. 25 seconds to go. Papaloukas. Barousas didn't even look at the hoop.
No, he didn't want it.
7 on the shot clock. Teodosic under pressure. Off the side of the rim. Saves it in. Maric has it. 10 seconds to go. McCallum on the drive. Lays it in for the lead.
Oh my.
6.8 seconds left. And Partizan has stunned Olympiacos for the moment.
Boy, what a great play. Great awareness by Maric to kick that ball out to McCallum. And McCallum goes the length of the court. 1-on-1. He's going right at it. All the way. Lays it up. Scores.
What incredible drama.
Well, he just went right at Papaloukas. No hesitation. A lot of time on the clock.
Dusko Vujocevic wants to manage these last 6.8 seconds. Let's listen in. See where we can pick up.
Posle prvog pasa branimo 3 poena, zona 2-3. Vas dvojica ste na čoveka. Kad stanete u zonu, na ovoga se odesi. Tik visoko, centar visoko, slatko. Razumeš? Znači zona 2-3 mnogo široka je. Ajde, imam ja tebe.
Well, they're fired up. What can we draw from that?
Well, first of all, I'm not sure what exactly he said because I speak English, but I don't think you want to give me 3-pointers. No 3-pointers. Now, the other thing you might want to do, you might just want to foul. Well, no, you're only up 2, so you can't just do that. Excuse me, but you don't want no 3-point shots.
Well, completely different mood in each huddle right now.
Here, Milos. Box.
You got a lot of time.
Well, in Zagreb earlier this year, Partizan, they've certainly had their moments of heroics. the three-quarter court buzzer beater. They've been living on a prayer most of the year in Belgrade.
Well, yeah, this is a team, again, that's really been the Cinderella team thus far, and they pull this one off. It'll be a tremendous victory. Keckman coming from the weak side, the catch and shoot. Good open look. You want no three-point shots here.
6.8 seconds to go. Olympiacos with the ball, down by 2. Papaloukas to inbound, gets it back. Teodosic for the win. Dunked home for the tie. How about that with 2.6 to go? It's Childress in a Lorenzo Charles moment.
Whoa, unbelievable.
1983 national championship at NC State.
You're absolutely correct. I mean, tough shot, good defense.
Left.
Yep, plenty of time to get a good high percentage shot. But what a play, a heads-up play by Childress here. The shot, good, contested, tough shot, but everybody forgot about Childress. Good block out there. Childress goes right to the basket there and just takes it and puts it home.
What a contest by Roberts there. I mean, you couldn't have thrown a better alley-oop if you were planning it.
I got out of bounds. I got out of bounds.
Yeah, Papaloukas says, I got out of bounds. You want to pressure the throw-in out-of-bounds player. Make him try to throw the ball sideways. You do not want to go towards the basket.
One screen and one pass.
They got 2.7 seconds or 2.6 seconds. You got a lot of time. A lot of things can happen. You can catch the ball, dribble, and still shoot. What a play by Childress.
A pretty calm reaction by Yanakis there.
Said, oh yeah, just another ball game.
Well, there's 2.6 seconds to go.
All right, you got to pressure. If you're Olympiacos, you pressure the out of bounds, force them to throw it east, what I call east and west, as opposed to north and south.
It'll be McAuliffe to pass it in.
See, you got to pressure that. He doesn't let him easy pass.
Keckman falling down. McAuliffe gets it off. And fittingly, we're going to overtime. Well, this game has been a thriller for the ages in semifinal number 2. Partizan and Olympiacos can't decide it in 4 quarters. Well, Barcelona awaits the winner of Partizan Belgrade versus Olympiacos. They will have to wait a little bit longer. Overtime in order at Palais Omnisports de PARIS-BERCY as we get ready for a 5-minute overtime period. 67 all. An incredible finish, tied up with 2.6 seconds left on the Josh Childress follow of the miss of Milos Teodosic. It will be Olympiacos' ball to start the overtime. Mark Brown along with the Hall of Famer Gail Goodrich. We have been treated to a thriller today.
Well, we really have, and it looks like a 2-3 zone. They're going to try to shake up the defense a little bit, give them a little different look.
Childress fakes in the corner, now on the drive, and he was fouled in the final few minutes of regulation on. It was Childress going crazy. And now he'll get 2 free throws.
No, I think they're going to call that before, no? I guess so. You're right, they're going to give him the continuation.
So Keckman is his 4th. And Vranic checks out. Alex Maric back in the game. Incredible factor today. Maric on both ends of the floor. 16 points, 7 rebounds. A couple of blocks as well. Childress hits the first.
Boy, has he come alive. He now has 14 points. But has he come alive the last few minutes of that 4th quarter?
He hadn't scored since the opening minutes of the 2nd quarter. And he finished that with 4 points. And now with 15 total. So 11 in the final moments of the 4th and now into overtime. A battle inside and a whistle against Olympiacos as Barousis.
Yeah, Barousis, he got called holding Maric as he came across to set up on the low post.
And March, the Achilles heel to his game, 63% from the line.
Well, that's pretty much true of all of Partizan's team. He shoots, like I said, 69% for the year. He gets 1 for 2. Papaloukas running the point.
Olympiacos has thrived in overtime games in their Euroleague history. 13-5 in 18 contests. Inside, again fouled was Childress. It looks like Keckman, and that'll do it. He had a touch of heroics earlier today.
There's the nice little bounce pass. Loses the ball, and there's Childress. And that's going to hurt Partizan. Keckman has really had a very good ball game today, and he's a very good defender. But he now has to sit and watch. He's with 11 points.
And Childress continues to step up. I referred to him, I think justifiably so. Childress has invisible early in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
he's been anything but. He's been dominant.
Yeah, he really has.
Since.
And, you know, he's going to be all EuroLeague this year as well. I think maybe probably second team, but he's had a great year. And
Bozic fouled by Papaloukas.
And he's going to the line. So right now we have a free throw shooting contest.
Keckman upset he won't be on the floor at the finish of this one, but played no small part in getting this thing to overtime. 11 points, including a 3 to tie it at 65 in the final minute. Bozic brings Partizan back within 1.
No, don't switch that. Don't switch it. Oh.
Papaloukas patiently waits for Barousas to open up.
Yeah, Maric was just, I mean, he's no man's land. He didn't have Papaloukas. He didn't have Barousas. And you got to fight through that screen or go under the screen with Papaloukas and force him to shoot the basketball, because he's going to pick you apart. And that's exactly what he did.
Bozic, an open look. Can't hit. Vaisley tipped it around. Scramble for the loose ball, collected by Kleza. Kleza pushing it up. Plays catch with Papaloukas and is fouled by Bozic.
Look at the hesitation, the fake, the whole. He's like a surgeon.
He is.
You know, he's like a surgeon who sort of just goes in there. We'll move here, we'll move there. The doctor.
Always multiple steps ahead of the defense.
Yeah, you know, there are some players who are 2 or 3 passes ahead. I always said that about Magic Johnson. He knew where 3 passes ahead where the ball was going, or where it should go. That's Papaloukas.
Bozic becomes the second man for Partizan to foul out. Joining Keckman.
I was putting and I touched 3 seconds. It's 3 seconds more.
So the official there admitting that he made a mistake, Daniel Arizuelo, saying, hey, he hit the clock on his belt inadvertently and has added 3 seconds back. So we've got that straightened out. Kleza trying to add to the 3-point lead. The 81% free throw shooter is Kleza. Got them both. Olympiacos leads by 5. 3:06 to go in overtime. Vaisley. McCallum. Rasic down low for Maric. Going to work, jump hook. And the rebound protected by Barousis.
Olympiacos will now run some clock. They're in no hurry. Got a 5-point lead. Got the ball in the hands of the doctor.
Poked away. It's going to remain Olympiacos ball. 9 on the shot clock. Papaloukas pointing to the shot clock, reminding his team. Teodosic gives to Childress. 5 on the clock. Childress. Kleza off balance. Can't hit. Maric clears it away. McCaleb. A blocking foul on Teodosic. Got to give Teodosic some credit. He had it sniffed out.
Yeah, just a half a step late there. Didn't quite get his feet set. McCaleb going to the line.
Olympiacos has not been to the championship game at the Euroleague Final Four since they won it all. Their one and only time, 1997. 2 minutes, 16 seconds away with a 5-point lead. Make it 4. McCaleb's got them both. What a game he's had. He's got 21 points. It leads all scorers. Maric back on the bench momentarily for Partizan. We've got a substitution issue here. He's already played 35 minutes. So it looks like Coach Vujocevic looking to steal moments at a time for a breather for his valuable big man.
Got a little bit of a repair here.
Must be a bit of blood showing. Olympiacos with a 3-point lead.
2-3 zone.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go in overtime. Childress back in the hands of Papaloukas. Kleza down low, spinning. Jump hook goes. A 5-point Olympiacos lead.
And Olympiacos just did a marvelous job of moving the basketball. Kleza getting into that seam or that gap area of the zone. And then a nice little turn with a little jump hook over his left shoulder.
17 points, 10 rebounds for Kleza.
Yeah, good interior passing, the turn, and the jump hook.
Found that soft spot in the zone. Great play defensively. Barousis took a chance on the denial. Oh, a bad decision by Papaloukas. Nearly stole it back. Rasic can't hit. McCaleb has it. Veasley banks it in, plus the foul. A disastrous sequence for Olympiacos.
And credit Partizan for the intensity and the aggressiveness of staying with it. They got 1 rebound. They got another rebound. And finally, Vassily gets the ball and the foul there on Barousis as Vassily goes up strong off the glass. And they're right there.
Gail, we sing the praises, and rightly so, year after year, game after game of Papaloukas, but he made just one of the worst decisions I think I've ever seen. He forced a pass up to the center in transition up the sideline for no reason.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was a very costly error, something that was really uncharacteristic. They're still
leading by 2.
Yeah, and they're still in the 2-3 zone. Kleza's trying to find a gap there.
Here's Childress.
There he is.
Kleza working inside, blocked by Vasley. 6 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be Olympiacos ball underneath.
He makes a nice move around the big man, but here comes Vasley to help. Said, no, take it out of here.
Down low, Papaloukas kicks it back out. Childress, a deep 3. Can't bank it in. Barousis collects it with a minute left. No hurry here, Olympiacos. Wants to run clock. They've got the 2-point lead. Little step through pass for Teodosic on the drive. Little floater. Won't go. Barousis, another offensive rebound. And a fresh shot clock. 16 offensive boards for Olympiacos against the best rebounding team in Euroleague. None bigger than those two for Barousis. Teodosic for three. Barousis again. 3 consecutive offensive rebounds in the final minute. Are you kidding me? Barousis trying to take this game by himself.
You know, and that is one of the real weaknesses of a zone defense, is you don't have man responsibility. There's a lot of gaps, and that's exactly what happens. It leaves a potential of a lot of offensive rebounds. That's Barousis, how big has he come up?
Unbelievable performance for him in these last 30 seconds. Incredible. And he's got the free throw to make it a 3-point game. Can he make it 4? This is a big one.
It's a big one. A lot of time left. If he does make it, Partizan's down 4. They still don't need a 3. They can go back and get a quick 2.
And he's got them both. Boy, that was incredible. In a game where Partizan has come after it as hard as anybody, or harder, it was Barousis that made all the hustle plays there. Yeah. Will it be enough? 4-point deficit for Partizan. Rasic. That's a 3.
Oh, my. Same play that they ran with Keckman for that 3 that tied it in the regulation.
14 seconds left. They got to do something. They need a foul.
You got to foul. That's that person you don't want to foul, but you have to foul him.
It took them too long, I would say, to get that foul. But here's a look at the 3.
Yeah, again, it's the same exact play that Keckman hit to tie the game at the in the regulation.
So this will be Milos Teodosic at the free throw line. He is an 88% free throw shooter on the Euroleague season. Very good. Today, 4 for 4. This for a 3-point lead. Got them both.
Timeout. Yeah, move the ball to half court.
Well, the Olympiacos fans know it's not time to celebrate yet.
Znači, loptu izvodi odavde Jan. Dalje, 5. Ovde je Rašić. 5. 4-1. 6-1.
Well, it's going to be hard to decide, determine what he is actually saying to his team. So let's, they need 3 points. They got 9.5 seconds left.
They got 9.5 seconds left. Obviously, they didn't need a 3-pointer. Now, if I'm Olympiacos, I got to think about just an automatic foul. Send him to the foul line. Now, you can't be careful because you can't let him shoot the basketball, a 3-pointer at the time. But, you know, that clock runs down, you automatically foul him, send him to the foul line for 2, and you're going to get the ball back.
There are many coaches who consider that an automatic play right there. We'll see whether
you got to do it.
Vujasevic, whether Giannakis rather feels the same way.
You got a lot of time, so you don't want to foul it, make it too early.
Right.
But you got to foul.
Baisley to inbound.
There's no 3-pointers here.
Rasic off a screen, and there is a foul given before the 3, but with 6.1 seconds left.
Yeah, you'd like to have a few more seconds go off the clock before that, but either way now, Olympiacos are going to get the ball back. Now, Partizan, as soon as they get the ball back, then Partizan's got a foul. So we'll walk to the other end.
We have our answer. What Coach Giannakis would do, he would do just as you suggested. Now, it'll be Rasic at the free throw line. He's an excellent free throw shooter. 88% on the season. First free throw attempt of the day. This for a 2-point game. Mitrovic is in for the first time. Alexander. 1-point game.
1-point game. Now you go for the steal if you're Partizan. You don't get the steal, you automatically foul right now.
Cannot let any extra time go off for sure. Another timeout as both these sides want to get it absolutely perfect here down the stretch. We've already seen incredible drama at the end of regulation. A Keckman 3 for Partizan to tie it at 65. A defensive stop and a Mikhailov drive with 6.8 seconds left to put Partizan up 2. And then a follow-up of a Teodosic air ball that turned into a Childress dunk with 2.6 left. Partizan's the best rebounding team in all of Euroleague, but Baroussis has led Olympiacos to stand up to this.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's been everywhere the last within the last minute, on the offensive boards, on the defensive boards. He's gotten them all.
Olympiacos actually has the overall rebounding advantage, 38-35 at the moment. In that one sequence where he got 3 consecutive offensive rebounds, which allowed 3 total shot clocks in addition to tick away in favor of Olympiacos when they had the lead. Amazing. 10 rebounds for Baroussis today. We'll see if Partizan can come up with a steal. Down 1, 6.1 seconds left in overtime.
And all good free throw shooters.
They get it to Teodosic, and he is fouled very quickly, maybe about a second going off. It says 4.5, but they might be able to put a few ticks back on there.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, he just got the ball. And the clock doesn't stop until he actually touches the ball.
Well, now we've got a disturbing number up there, 5:51, so we're going to have a serious reset here, but it's got to be like in the 5-point something range, like 5.2 maybe.
I agree, Mark.
Now the politicking has begun from both sides, but to my eye, when the whistle happened, the clock said 5.2. We'll see whether that was correct. Daniel Irizuela.
They've now gone to the hundreds on the second time.
I guess. There was 6.2 when the ball was inbounded. The clock doesn't start until it touches the player.
You see here, okay, no, it's 6.1. Okay, right now, boom, 1, that 5.8. By the time he called it.
Yeah, but it was over 5, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, the hand went up, which happens with the whistle at 5.2.
That's when the hand went up, but he obviously blew his whistle before the hand went up.
Let's see what they come up with.
5-2. You're right.
.2 is what it will be. And it will be Teodosic at the free throw line. Perfect 6 for 6 tonight. Make it 7 for 7, a 2-point game.
Ice water.
Olympiacos leads by 3, 5.2 left. Mikhailov, Rasic for the tie. And that'll do it. Olympiacos survives in overtime and will go to the Euroleague championship game. A place they haven't been since they won it all in 1997. Olympiacos' only Euroleague title. What a great victory today, Gail.
Oh, it's just a tremendous victory for Olympiacos and a great team victory. Everybody contributed. You know, Childress came on in the last quarter. Kleza was magnificent. Barousas the last 3 or 4 minutes with his rebounding. Papaloukas structuring the offense. Just a fantastic win, and you got to give Partizan also credit. Partizan played their hearts out. Just came up a little bit short.
Absolutely. They played a fantastic game and had every chance to win this one. So Olympiacos will continue their quest. And what a matchup this is going to be. Regal FC Barcelona takes on Olympiacos 2 days from now in the Euroleague championship game.